Now to an epic case of the show must go on, right?
Yeah, Jesse, so how Cape Breton came together in true maritime style to save the day for an iconic rock band. It was the very first Red Farm field trip, and what a way to kick it off. Sloan headlined Sunday night in Howie Centre, Nova Scotia. But just hours before showtime, a rock and roll curveball.
My phone was blowing up. I had about 7 different people calling and texting me, asking if I have any gear on this list.
Sloan made it to Cape Breton.
We're here now.
But their equipment did not. Enter Cape Breton Hospitality. Organizers put out a couple of calls.
Sloan's gear didn't arrive. Do you have anything? And I was like, I have pretty much all of it.
And within an hour, they had everything covered.
I raced home. I packed a couple of bags full of guitar pedals and some guitars and straps and picks and strings and headed out to the farm.
The band couldn't believe it, giving shout-outs mid-set to the crew and locals who saved the show.
None of this stuff is ours.
Most of the gear came from Stephen Campbell and Tony Ludi, who watched proudly from the crowd.
Pretty cool, like growing up listening to them and then looking up on stage and they're playing your guitars and pedals and stuff. Yeah, so it was pretty cool.
The result? An unforgettable show. Proof that in the Maritimes, we've got you covered. So fun, right?
Great band.
Yeah, another epic Sloan performance. I saw them at Stanfest a couple weeks ago and now here, so
nice.
It's the summer of Sloan. By the way, so Stephen Campbell, who you saw in that story, he's in a band called R.G. Schaller and the Peacemakers.
Right
they
on.
have a couple of shows coming up, including Rock the Fiddle, so get out and support them because, you know, because of him, we were able to see Sloan, so get out and support his great band. We've got the details on our website.
Right on. I think Sloan left some music in those guitars still for them to play out. But yeah, that reminds me of a story. Canadian musician Dan Mangan came to Peterborough Folk Festival, my hometown.
Yeah.
His gear didn't arrive either, so there was a list that was sent out, and I had the amplifier, and it was like, all right. I was so happy to help him. He gave me a few autographed records, and I get to say Dan Mangan played my amp now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Wait, are you a musician? A little bit?
Garage musician, maybe.
Okay, we're going to have to chat more about that at a later date.